everyone, Colleen here. I just wanted to show you this gorgeous little box I found on Pinterest. I just thought it was absolutely stunning. The lady that made this, her name's Linda. She's called Crafty. Nope, can't remember. Oh well, I'll write it up on my blog anyway. And inside this, when you open it, you have can't get them out. 3 Ferrero Rochers fit inside this little box. So it makes a really nice little gift to give to a teacher, a co-worker, anyone really that you like. And I've used on here the Always Grateful stamp set with the tree. So it just fits inside. You can see how it goes up in there. But the one I'm going to show you today, I've made it a little bit different so that it fits my favourite lint balls. You can fit 4 balls into this one here. So it's tall and thin. And there's your lint balls. My favourites. I'm not a big fan of Ferrero Rochers. My daughter loves them, so she'll probably get that one, but I love the lint balls myself, personally. And then you can just slide the ribbon back onto the top instead of having to cut it off all the time. This was just some cheapo ribbon I got from Chicken Feed when it was around. And the stamp set is, I have no idea, it's, oh, I've put it away. It's a reindeer one. Gosh, I'm not very good today, am I? I've been using it to do Santa and reindeers all week. Anyway, I will find it and I will put it up for you so you can see which one it is. Well, what we need today is 2 pieces of cardstock. Now, from a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, you will manage to cut, 2. Because you know me, I like to be able to get a big bang for me buck. I don't want to be having only just, I want to be able to do more than one thing out of the sheet. And these are the 2 pieces you'll have left over. So, we can make a card out of those. So I'm going to show you how to make, like I said, this one here today, which I thought was lovely with the gold snowflakes on it. So we'll start with the base. Now our base is cut at 7 inches by 5.5, and on the 5.5 inch side, which is this one, we're going to score it at 1.25. 1.5, 2.5 I mean, God, I've lost the plot already. 3 3/4 and 5 inches. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 6 inches. Now that makes our base. Now this little bit here is actually just going to fold up on the inside because I like to have that, make that the stronger edge. And that's going to be the top of our box. While we're at it, we might as well score our red piece, which measures, our lid measures 6 inches by 6 5/8. Now on the 6 inch side, we're going to be scoring at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5.5. Oh shoot. Excuse me while I prepare that. There's still a bit of colouring in. There we go. You'll never know. Right, I'll turn it this way. Right, we're going to score it at 1 3/8, and again at 5 5/8. That is that one, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so that one's going to tuck up on the inside of the box. Oh, it'll do. It'll do. Move that out of the way. Now, we will make the base up first and then we'll get to the top. So we're going to burnish and fold all our score lines. That's our top and this is our bottom, so it's the smaller section here. It's the little, if I'm correct, 1 inch section there. So what we'll do here is across the bottom, and only from that point on we'll stick our tape. It's just quicker. You're going to be trimming it anyway, so it doesn't matter if you lose just a fraction of your tape, who cares. And at the top, that one there is going to be our top, so I'm going to just pop a little bit of tape on there just for expediency and to denote which one it is, so I know where to put my little holes. Right, so on here we're going to trim and cut away. So I like to remove a wedge out. Oh no, not on that one. That one cuts straight. No, it doesn't. Only on the top it cuts straight. Oh god, lost the plot this morning. Right, so cut wedges out of all of these. That's it. Now on the top we're going to remove that little bit. So when in effect, I will lay it flat so you can see the way we've cut it, but in effect you're removing the two little tabs from either end. This one here, if you cut down all of them, and then keep that one straight but notch all the others. It is quite an easy little box to make. It looks very effective. And I just can't remember where I put my ribbon. Uh-oh. I thought I had everything ready. So I'll get rid of those. Can't remember what I did with that either. Not doing very well. Right, now on this side here, we're going to add our tape. Along there like that. Trim that off. Now this is what I love about this box, because they're always even. So just fold that over, and there's your box made. Now move some of these out of the way. We don't want that end, we want this end where all the tape is. You're going to peel and stick. Just like that, so it's easy. The reason I leave this bit to the last is because it covers over that side join easier. And there we have it, that's that bit done. Now for the base, two sides in, back over. Uh-oh, we didn't do it. Get a pen. Yep, this one. And make two even little marks. I should have done this earlier. There. And take a 1/8 of an inch hole punch. No, I've got a bit higher, hang on. There and there. Now I've had to come down a bit lower, I'd marked it in the wrong spot. Now bear with me while I find the ribbon which I had before. Okay, let's just steal it for another project. I can always replace it. So you just take a piece of ribbon. I don't know what I've done with it. Typical. Right, and you're going to thread it through there and then back through this side. Far too much ribbon here, but that's all right. And then we're going to close that piece over, and that locks the ribbon in place. I have got it in the wrong place, by the way, but you won't. So that's our box finished. So if you can see, it just sits like that. Now for the lid. Now we're going to take it. Now that's our base, and this is our top. Our top measures 1 3/8 of an inch. So that's the base of the box. Now what I'm going to do now is actually stamp. I've put the 2 little snowflakes on. I've got my little puffer to so that when I do it. Now onto this square here, this is where I'm going to be adding snowflakes, but I'm not going to worry about the rest because they're underneath, you're not going to see them. So we will add some snowflakes here. Excuse me while I get my bit of foam. I always forget to grab it. And then we'll just randomly stamp our snowflakes all over the front of our yeah, no, that'll do. You can OD on it sometimes. So now I'll bring in my piece of paper, which I had. Just dropped everything on the top of it. There we go. Get out of the way. Bring in our gold embossing powder. And there we have it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, rats. There we go. Oh gosh, I haven't done very well, have I? That'll do. It'll do. A blind man will be pleased to see that today. Now, it's going to get a little bit noisy. So if you'd like to turn down your volume, you're more than welcome. Put the lid on. Put the lid on. I'll just grab the heat gun. And we're just going to heat and melt. Oh, I love watching that do that. Amazing, they look wonderful too. Yep, everything's done. Now, normally I would endorse using a bone folder, but not with this, because I found that when you fold it and rub it, you actually damage the, oh my gosh, the gold embossing powder on it. Right, so let's fold all our score lines. And not only that, it stops it from cracking too. There's our lid, and there's our base. So onto our base, we will add a piece of tape across the bottom. It works on the same principle as the base of the box. There's our top one, so on there I'm going to add a little bit of tape to seal it with. Now we're just going to cut it exactly the same as the other one. So we will remove that and then cut wedges all out of the base. I think my base might be a bit long, but oh well. If it is, I'll make an amends to the cutting guide. So that's all that bit done. Now for this bit, cut straight down either side of this one. Then notch out the rest. I will lay it down in a minute. I was meant to do that with the other one and I forgot to. Sorry ladies, I'll do it with this one. Because they both are the same. Different sizes, but they're still both the same cutting method. Just excuse me, I'll get rid of that. So that's what it'll need to look like when you've finished. So I've got the straight lines on this one and all the rest are notched, and then we're going to add our adhesive here, and then over here our adhesive's at the bottom and just a bit at the top. So that's what it needs to look like. Right, so now we'll get started. So we'll peel off our tape, fold over, our box is made, peel and seal these. I do believe I've made these a bit long, but that's alright, we'll just tuck it in. Still works the same. So it should be 1 5/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, but I think I've done it 1 5/8, to be honest. That's alright, it's still working. Rightio, now for the top, 2 sides in, back in, peel off the front and seal. And there's the lid to the box. Now I shall just go for the chocky box. Get out some more. Find our base, which I've put down, and there it is. And so I couldn't find it. Put our lint balls inside. Work out where the back is. That's the back of that one. That goes on there like that. This comes up over the top. I do apologise for my bow tying skills, they're not the best. If I'd have been straight, that should be in the middle, but I've got that all skew with. Chop off the extra bits, and there you have it. Gorgeous little box with lint balls in it. So there they are, and there's the original. So if you like these projects, please give it a go. I'd be pleased to hear how it went for you. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.